Hello witches. All right, so this is a continuation of my top fives. This one is Incense. My last one was top 5 tools. This is a video response to She Who Walks Between Worlds. She did her top 5s kind of all in one video, which was awesome. I actually watched the whole thing all the way through and found a lot of stuff that I was like, ooh, that's cool. So I kind of wanted to do my own, but I feel like I wanted to like chop things up. So this is my second video of 4, I think. So this is gonna be my top 5 incenses. So let's get right into it. My first one, absolutely top incense would be, and it's kind of 2 in 1 because my first is sage. Absolutely, totally sage, which I guess technically is kind of like an herb. I'm kind of like an herb. It is an herb, but I mean, I'm burning it as an incense. So sage. I love sage. Some people love sage, some people hate sage. I think it's one of those you love it or you hate it. My husband says it smells like pot. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I just really like sage. It's cool. The reason this is a 2 in 1 is because although I love sage, I also love there's another incense that when I'm not like burning sage and like smudging, I like this. It's called Sage and Citrus. I apologize in advance. Several of my favorite incenses are like, there's not a brand behind them. They are handmade incenses that I bought from this guy who travels around like medieval and Renaissance fairs selling his incenses, his handmade incenses. And he like handcrafts them. I'm sure he has a website. I'm sure he sells probably on Etsy or something. But I keep like I'm sure I have his business card somewhere. But I can't find it. I don't know who he is. But I recognize his like stand or store or whatever every time we go. So hopefully this next year, when the medieval fair comes back around in my area, I'll remember to get it and maybe I can update you guys then. But for now, I don't remember his name. I don't remember his brand or his store name or any of that, but he makes awesome incense and it's handmade and everything, and I love it. And he makes this one called Sage and Citrus. And it's my absolute favorite incense ever. Love this. This is I actually like this probably better than just sage by itself, because not only is it like cleansing, but it's also uplifting. The citrus in it is like uplifting. So yeah, absolute favorite incense. And as you can see, I am, let's see, I'm not almost out, but like I try to use this, like I love it, but I try to use it sparingly, because like I think the last time I bought from him, I only bought 10, and I should really buy more than that because they're really not that expensive. I think 10 from him are like maybe $2.50, like $2.50 or something. Maybe they're $5 for 10. Maybe. I mean, I don't remember, but I feel like I should buy more of this from him so that I can stock up, because I know I'm only going to see him once a year. If I go, because the last few times the medieval fair has also like gotten more and more expensive to get in. I'm pretty sure we didn't go last year. So this is actually from 2 years ago. So I've been trying to use it sparingly so I don't run out. And as you can see, it's actually a bag within a bag. So it's 2 years worth. And when I ran out of one, I just put this in the other bag. I don't know why. It just, yeah, I don't know. I need to remember to get some more and stock up. because the medieval fair has gotten more and more expensive to get in. I think last year it was like $18 a person to get in. And I'm sorry, but that's kind of ridiculous because the amount of vendors has not changed and what they've offered has not changed in years. So like you're going to the same thing every year. It's like, why am I paying? Like I'm paying to go to the same thing every year and I'm paying more and more every year. This makes no sense. Like the food hasn't even changed. Like it's the same, like we have, like the food is all local vendors. So it's not even traveling vendors. And we have all the same traveling vendors coming every year. Like I know there are other vendors because I've gone to other Renaissance and medieval fairs in other cities that have different vendors, and those vendors aren't coming to our medieval fair, probably because our medieval fair isn't, like there are ones that are strictly period, and then sorry, I'm I'm sitting at a window, and outside the window I can see straight down my driveway, and a car just randomly like pulled off on the side of the road into my driveway, and I was like, what's happening? And then I guess they turned around and went back the other direction. I don't know, maybe they forgot something. Where was I? Sage and Stitches. Great stuff. I was rambling on about the medieval fair. You don't need to know about that. Whatever. All right, let's move on. Next one. Ooh, frankincense. Frankincense is another one. This, I actually literally just bought this yesterday. I have some others. I have a frankincense that's from this guy, and I love it. But I'm almost out, so I saw this yesterday and I bought it. It's from Essential Essences. Essential Essences. That's not how you spell it. Is that how you spell essential? That's not how you spell essential. That is not how you spell essential. They changed, okay, anyway. Yeah. So, frankincense. The reason frankincense is on my list is for a couple of reasons. First of all, one of the god that I work with, or have started working with recently, is Hermes, and frankincense is a great offering for Hermes. So I've used that for him, and it's also a great sanctification incense. I apologize if you can hear, I'm not sure if you can hear it or not, but my son is having a temper tantrum out in the living room with my husband, so I'm just don't mind that. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, the next one is another handmade incense from the medieval fair dude. This one, he names it Oriental, but I kind of use this one and like a Nag Champa kind of interchangeably. So this is a lot like Nag Champa. I'm sure it has some sandalwood in it like Nag Champa does, but it's not purely sandalwood. So, because actually, so the pure sandalwood gives me a headache. I don't know why, it just does. Pure sandalwood is just like too strong for me. It's got to have something else to kind of temper it down. So this does a really good job of tempering it down, and the Nag Champa does as well. So those are kind of interchangeable for me. The next one is actually this I just got yesterday, but I have some others. This is because I have a backflow incense burner now, which is pretty cool. So I got this, and I love this stuff. Oh my god, it's awesome. Palo Santo. Palo Santo. Anyway, I use it for reducing stress and anxiety. It works really well. It's awesome. Love it. It's great stuff. I also have actual Palo Santo like sticks, but these are cool because they're backflow incense cones. So there's that. And the last one is Dragon's Blood. I don't know if you can read that because it's kind of coming off, but Dragon's Blood. It just amplifies everything. It's kind of nice. Yeah, I like Dragon's Blood. Oh, that was kind of, But yeah, there's that. So, those are my top fives. My top fives, just kind of as a recap, were sage and citrus, frankincense, an Oriental / Nag Champa type incense, Palo Santo, and dragon's blood. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and join me next time for my top 5 oddities, which are kind of like spell ingredients that you might make but don't necessarily fit into like an herb or whatever crystal, like they don't fit nicely into one of those categories. Yeah, so see you next time.